Yo people, welcome back to the channel again. Right, as you can see by the title, we're going to be going through how I do my Sunday market analysis. So let's just get straight into it. This is me doing it live because I haven't done it yet. I'm going to go through two pairs. I'm going to show you my exact thoughts, how some pairs are different. Sometimes you've got a certain direction that the market is looking to go and you're only looking to trade in that direction. Sometimes there's potential scenarios where price can go either which way, and obviously I pull it in. So everything's planned for. I'm not taking a trade for the week that's not been planned for during the weekend. So let's get into it. I'm gonna do US dollar, CAD, and Aussie dollar. So first thing first, this is the analysis I had on from previous week. I can take these off, or this can be cleared, but this is basically the same, so I'll keep these here. As you can see, I said price broke out this range, made a higher high, so this hadn't happened yet. The price was just there, and I was looking to trade it into this week. Like I said, I'm always planning for the week ahead, and what I want to see happen is the move happen for that week. I'm always practicing, or I'm looking to trade in, obviously, the moves for that week, for the next week that's happening. So next week is happening, I'm looking to trade the move that's happening next week. Do you know what I'm saying? So look, I said price broke out the range, made a higher high, could see a pullback back into the range support. So I was looking at it thinking price could pull back into here for a continuation, or because we've broken out, we could get a continuation up into the next level of resistance, which is up here, and I'll be looking for longs up into there. And obviously that happened, we pushed up into this next level of resistance, but I didn't get entry because it didn't present me one. But that's how you can plan out for two potential scenarios happening, and that's how you do that. Anyway, that has already happened, so we can clear this away. And now let's see what happens now. So right now on a weekly, broken out this range, price has been moving up, and we've met resistance. So we made a higher high, yeah? Consolidated a bit here, triple bottom, higher high, higher low, broke out the range, made a higher high. So price is at resistance, and we strongly rejected the resistance, as you can see on this level. So we're bullish at the minute, bullish structure, but price is at a level of resistance after making a higher high, and that's showing strong rejection of it with the doji. So obviously we know with doji, we can potentially continue lower and potentially get a pullback from that. Obviously seen as we're at resistance as well, that's what I'm thinking can happen. So that's the first thing I'll say. I'm like, okay, cool. If I had a breakout of a range, I can really actually move that. Well, I could keep that because that could come into play later on. So I'll just add another one here. I'll be like, okay, projection of resistance, doji close. I'll even add actually, it's a higher high. So that is that. Higher high, rejection of resistance, doji close. So now what I can see happening is, for me, obviously price has shown a rejection of this level. So that's me leaning towards a potential pullback back into this level of support and a continuation. Other thing that potentially could happen, we do have a doji, so it's a bit of an indecision. We can still push through this level and continue higher. So if that was to happen, in my opinion, I wouldn't be looking for longs because that's lower probability setup, in my opinion. So that could happen, but I wouldn't be looking at entering a trade in a bullish direction. So for me, I wouldn't take that. So the only direction I'll be looking to trade is for shorts next week. So what I'll add here is what I'm looking to trade for the week. So Simple as that. Mind the spelling. Let's quickly spell check. Scenario I'm waiting for. After creating a high, prices met resistance and closed as a doji. So what I'm anticipating is a pullback. So that's obviously shorts. All right. So my system, as my system goes, if I'm going against the weekly direction, which is obviously bullish, which we know, then I need to see a reversal on the daily before I enter. So what I'll put here on the daily time frame is need to see a reversal in order to get full short setups. And simple as that. And now we wait for the week to come and see what happens. So as you can see here, what would be good is if we can push down into this level, come up into here, create a right shoulder, then I'll be looking to get short back to the neckline. Something like that would be good, but we don't know what's going to happen in the market. Like I said, there is a bit of support here. Who knows, price could tap this level of support and continue and push higher, but this is how we plan for the week. Simple as that. That's what I want to see on US dollar CAD. That's US dollar CAD done. And what I'll also do, I have my Forex list. I'm gonna add that to my watch list, but that's something I can see happening. If it does happen, then I look to trade it. If it doesn't happen, I don't get a trade. Next pair I'm gonna go over is Aussie US dollar. And if you didn't know, Aussie US dollar and US dollar CAD actually move opposite to each other. So basically when one's going up, one is going down. So you don't want to be ever in a position of buying Aussie US dollar and buying US dollar CAD because they move in opposite directions. But okay, with that being said, I've already got a bit of analysis on here. As you can see, price in this bullish channel, price is bullish. From last week, I've been saying I was looking for price to pull back into this level of support, and obviously it has. And now we're looking to continue and potentially push higher and come up into this bullish channel resistance. So you can even put this here, bullish channel. Make sure we're just on a weekly bullish channel. Simple as that. And then here we've had double bottom. So there we've had a double bottom, come out retested there, retest and rejection of double bottom neckline, which I do like. And what is very important, we've got to close back above this level of resistance, because if we didn't close above it, I wouldn't be confident in taking longs because we'd be under a level of resistance. Now we've closed above it and we've got a strong close above it. This candle is closed higher than this one, kind of engulfed it. So I do like this candle close. So I'm even going to add that as well. Candle closure above resistance. So boom, that's all I'm going to add for that. Even put that a bit further. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is add this. And like I said, sometimes you have two potential scenarios, like I showed you on US dollar CAD, which I had for the prior week. This time I've got one clear scenario, which is looking for longs. I'm not looking for shorts at all. No matter what happens on the daily, I won't be looking for shorts. I'm only purely looking for longs. So here is the scenario for the week. Okay, price is in a bullish channel. Close back above resistance. Looking to get in long. Looking for the trend to continue and get in long. Alright, boom. Alright, So that's all I need from the weekly now. Let's go over to the daily. All right, this is literally all I need from the daily. Can add this level of resistance here. And boom, what do I now see on the daily? We've obviously got our scenario for the week. And what do I see on the daily? You guys may be able to see it too. Very clear. Got and head and shoulder. Boom. So head, left shoulder, right shoulder. So it's pretty clear to me. For me, that's already confirmed the reverse in the shoulder. You know, I don't really like this. I'm just gonna use as it. Yeah. Got the reverse in the shoulder. Next level of resistance, which I will look to target, is next level of resistance up in here. So that's pretty much done. You can just add on here, head and shoulder. So got head and shoulder. I'm looking for longs now. Can't see any long potential scenario on the 4 hour. Yes, I can. We've got a break and retest of this level on the 4 hour. Currently testing a bit of this level of support. So for me, I'll be waiting for 1 hour rejections of this level. This is how I'll be looking to play it. Watching for 1 hour rejections. If we do get it, my stop will be at this low, which will be my validation. And then my target will be up here. So we'll watch to see if that can play out. But yeah, that's literally it. I showed you how I look at the markets on the weekend, preparing for the week ahead. And that's it, man. Hope you lot learned from that, enjoyed. I'm out.